within the last 7 months, we have lost the top three pro-democracy and or independent news media outlet in Hong Kong. I would say the first implication of cracking down Apple Daily Stand News and Citizens News and other news media in Hong Kong is that it will certainly weaken the linkage or connection between the local Hong Kongers inside Hong Kong and the overseas Hong Kongers.
These were, I would say, the mainstream media in Hong Kong that's grown to be very powerful, very widespread. Hong Kong's overseas rely on them so much because they are genuine. They were relatively impartial and independent from influence of the regimes.
There is a fatal blow to the freedom of expression and press freedom in Hong Kong.
When you are not in Hong Kong, the only means for you to sense the atmosphere or the rhythm or the sentiment in Hong Kong is through online media. But with the collapse of Apple Daily and Stand News and Citizen News, they seem to be the only one means through which overseas Hong Kongers can see the real Hong Kong beyond the propaganda of the CCP regimes.
Foreign correspondents, for example, BBC, CNN, Washington Post, and other foreign news media or international news media are literally becoming the last line of defense of journalism in Hong Kong.
It's very, very hard for people like me and you and overseas Hong Kongers to see the real side of Hong Kong. Even there are protests and there are corruptions in the government. Either you don't see them on mainstream TV news, or they are edited and they were tuned down of all the criticisms towards the government.
We may face some kind of situation that is maybe 99% similar to Tibet or Xinjiang, because in those regions, or maybe inside China, mainland China, we got very limited information flow. We got very limited communication channels between the local people and the people outside. So I hope this will not happen, but we need to prepare for the worst.
They need to survive in Hong Kong, those media groups. And the way of survival is not to report what dissidents and Democrats has to say. Not only that we lose means of sensing what's happening in Hong Kong for real, we also lack the means of being reported so that people in Hong Kong know what we are doing outside.